welcome back to more Tokyo Extreme Racer. So last time, we defeated some more bosses. We are almost done with this stage 2 because all we have left is the Kurosaki brothers from Return of the Bastards. So this time though, we probably want to clean up obviously these two teams, Real Consider and Knife Forks, but there's also many Wanderers that we are able to take on. So let's start with Shona first. I think, what we're going to do is we're probably going to take on Shona first, no Dancer, maybe Ruka Guy, version 3. Krasa Manabe, I'm not so sure, because the thing about him, he's very high leveled, so although he doesn't use the best ground wall. And then we can take down Technician Ono and Kuma Twice Plate. So that's 4 Wanderers I'm very interested in right now, potentially 5, so There's other things we can do too, like we could take on character model Mai, and then that means that we take on the Hasakawa Angels, so but they're going to be difficult, so Anyway, so let's start here then. I do have an interesting topic because I mean maybe I should have saved this topic for a little bit earlier because we're almost done with Rogue Consider, so I kind of want to talk a little bit about my music taste. I think now's a good time to do that, so Yes, there's one thing about it, I don't really understand it. Basically, it's kind of all over the place, so I think the thing about it though is that it... Oh, I didn't accept the Vita Bomber Dome apparently, so I guess you get back into the swing of things, but anyway. So take our Rainbow Domino here, and then we'll talk a little bit about, music taste. So again, again, like I said, I think, my music taste is basically influenced by all the games I played, basically. Remember that, I did play a lot of racing games. A lot of those had licensed soundtracks, so so that's where, like, my music taste basically came from. So, like, let's take the first game I ever played, Grand Theft 2. I did talk about this before in the earlier days of my channel, but its intro song was The Cardigans, my favorite game, and that is probably one of my favorite songs now. It's just, I don't know why, but it does make you feel very emotional listening to it, so But anyway, first Wanderer up to bat, Shona there. He only fights rotary engine cars, so that is where our RX-7 comes to play, so And guess what, he also drives RX-7. You can also use an RX-8 too. But considering you need the RX-7 later, it makes sense to use that against him, I guess, so And I'm not going to use NOS unless I have to, I think. Unless I know I need to as well, so there you go. Ginza strikes again, so that's nice to see. And I'm probably going to take him to... I want to take him to Shinkanjo because I want to take the parking area. So because then we'll be able to take out the next 2 Wanderers in the parking areas. So so that's what we're gonna do. And then maybe after that we go after maybe after that we go after Knife Forks and Rokas. I think that's probably what I want to do. So let's go in here. There was another Wanderer there, but I guess I could look at the map and see what that was. Gold license, we can't do anything about him because he needs a coupon. So while we're here though, let's chat up with the locals. So headed past Street Junction, huh? I think again, that kind of reminds me of the fact that with Ginza, it's very easy for the AI to make a mistake. You can basically block them in, like I did with Shona. But anyway, there's something funny. So EO here, see him drifting, but apparently this team says no drifting. But if you read his bio, apparently he does that just to calm down his child, basically. So that's kind of funny. So basically, it's basically like accidental, I guess. And then people are thinking that he's breaking the rules. So Anyway, so this guy's talking about. Now I said his name was Sita Kanemiya, but apparently in this game they actually call him Shita Kanemiya. So that's interesting. So I'll take on Technician Owner because that kind of remind me of something I guess you can also talk about. Now that came to mind, but anyway. Let's take on Technician Owner. It's not fun buying someone without backbone. I didn't even get to show my technique. You seem like a DM thing, so let's go. So you need to have 1,000, or not 1,000, 100 kilometers driven, and he must be using an FR car. Luckily, our last 2 cars were FRs, so yeah. Last 3 actually, so yeah. I really like driving FRs in this game apparently, so yeah. So I'm sport for choice when it comes to like a news battle, of course. Let's use my best car at the moment. So here's Wanderer number 2 for today, Technician Owner. Anyway, so that thing I was going to ask. So yeah, it's about, you know, the translation of these games a little bit. I think that'll be a bit more interesting to talk about now, so I'll do that. So yeah, you've probably noticed that, yeah, I'm not very critical of the older translation of these games, or I'm kind of negative, I guess you could say, more like. So, again, the thing about it is that, yeah, again, these games, a lot of them were published by Crave, although other companies will also publish these games, like Konami and Ubisoft. But the thing about it is that, yeah, they weren't very good. You got some good technique, honestly, but don't let it go to waste. Alright. So now we want to head out, and we want to go to over here, because Kumamoto license plate is here. And we have a Kumamoto license plate, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I think I'll start the dancing rabbit. Yeah, when I said my orders dancing rabbit, this is by my mother. Okay. That's interesting. Let's take on Kumo license plate now. Oh, that license plate. Isn't that Kumo license plate? I'm from Kumo too. We're from the same place, aren't we? Yeah, it's nice to meet someone with the same place in Tokyo. So Tokyo could actually have a race together once, so yeah. So yeah, back to the translation thing. Again, like I said, yeah, these games are published like from a lot of different companies. Then that kind of led to a lot of inconsistencies or loss in continuity. I think is probably the more appropriate thing. But even then, like Crave, for example, they couldn't make up their mind what to call the 13 Devils after Tokyo Xtreme Racer 0. But then again, yeah, other companies have that problem too. So yeah. Is again that lack of continuity, because in some cases the sometimes calls the Iron Generals or something like that. So yeah, it's a kind of a mess. That's one of the main things about this series, because again, like I keep saying, the continuity just isn't there sometimes, which is very annoying. But yeah, and of course you had Crave themselves. To be fair with TXR0, they weren't too bad. The only problem with TXR0 is it does the Persona 1 or Persona 1 PS something, or Revelation something, where they changed all the Japanese names in the game to American ones. So like Valkyrie Archangel is called Setsuko Koroi, for example. So yeah, ouch, you got me. You're really fast. So yeah. Other than that, it's not bad, but the problem was, I mean, there were 2 big problems. The one is Wanderers, because I'm pretty sure in the Japanese version, the descriptions did hint at what you needed to do for them, but that kind of got lost in translation in the localization. So then you kind of had to guess a lot, which isn't fun. Let's see where Snow dances. He's actually going down Wangan, so if we're going to catch him, it's going to be a while, so yeah. So yeah, I think we'll let him do that, and then in the meantime, let's see if we can take on Broken Seto, and who's over there, so that's good. And then we could do at least, and we could even take down Michael Fox. So let's see. They're basically all down here. The first one is, I think, that second to last one. Yeah, so it's actually quite a long drive from the PA over here, so yeah, I might want to cut, to be honest. And yeah, Rulakai version 3, no, that's the last way. What is Rulakai version 3 done? He's going down there, interesting enough, so yeah. This doesn't really work out that well for me, but that's okay. I guess I could talk about my topic a little bit and I'll cut. And then we'll talk about, then we could take on Microbolts, I mean, and Rokuseto. Anyway, maybe these 2. Apparently, yeah, the old one never calls it, or the young one doesn't call it older brother, so yeah. Okay. But yeah, again, the younger one actually entered society first, so that's kind of where some interesting dynamic goes. And he's in all kinds of cards. And you got Tony Love. Fellow player is such a sweet, honest girl. She actually listens seriously when I talk about my love troubles. Usually people don't take me seriously when I bring it up, you know? When I told her about how I met my destined lady, her eyes lit up with this strange excitement. Well, she's at that age, so I guess it's natural for a girl to be interested in that kind of thing. Interesting. Yeah, he hits some people, but apparently, yeah, it's to find a long lost loved one, it feels like, so yeah. It could be an ex-girlfriend. That's probably who it is, to be honest. But yeah, people don't take it seriously because they think they're trying to hit on people. So yeah. So it's kind of like, you know, one of those kind of flirts, I guess you could say. But anyway, so like I said, I should cut this. You know what? I'm actually just going to cut this. I'll talk about the topic in a bit. But anyway, let's drive for a while, and then yeah, let's go take on Knife Forks and probably Ribbon. So I'll see you in a little bit. Now we're back. So Knife Forks dude is just outside. Let's talk to Electric Tuner. So he wants to change my exhaust. I don't want that. So yeah, let's talk to talkative woman. Andy, mister, hehe, I know who you are. You're that money justice everyone's talking about, right? I saw all kinds of posts about you on social media, so I thought, hey, I want to meet this guy too, and here I am waiting for you. So you beat Sandstorm Emperor and Crazy Monkey and Daddy Fox too, right? Come on, be real with me. Who was the lamest? Crazy Monkey? It was Crazy Monkey, was it? No? I wouldn't tell anyone, just between you and me. You're pretty tight-lit, mister. Well then, let's at least take a selfie together. To make you look cool, post on social media. Okay then. But anyway, so yeah. So yeah, like I said, dude's just outside, so we'll take him on. I also kind of wanted to, change my tires too, just because we're about to go on to, C1, so yeah. Although, we're probably going to go to Shinkanjo, because, you know, yeah, most of these guys, yeah, they're going to go down to the one gun, I'm pretty sure. But anyway. However, I can keep them on Shinkanjo, because if I can do that, then yeah, I can just go to the parking area, and then we can go see Snow Dancer, so yeah, so that's nice. But anyway, that's nice to think about me. Yeah, still help a robot around, we'll need to think about him, that's okay. So change the tires, and let's go take on this Knife Forks dude. Yeah, if he changes the engine though, that is definitely something interesting to think about, because then yeah, obviously makes the more difficult Wanderers a bit easier, so yeah. Like of course, you know, Highway Gamblers and Melancholy Angel rematches, so I'm thinking about that at least. But even if we don't, like any upgrade probably will help, right? So yeah. Anyway, let's wait for 4-star driver and let's take one. Again, we don't have to take out all of them tonight. You know, obviously do a decent amount today and then do a bit tomorrow, right? So yeah, that's also another thing. So anyway, let's take them on. So yeah, so that's what I was talking about earlier. So yeah, again about either Crave and stuff. Like I said, yeah, the thing about TXR 0 as well was that, again, I talked about that, yeah, because of the Wonder requirements, they kind of got lost in translation because of the way they translated them and the criteria. Because again, the thing about it was that basically Rivals in that game had 2 bios, and then for Wanderers, the first one was supposed to give you a hint at how to race them, but yeah, like I said, it got kind of lost in translation. So that's fun. And then, yeah, the other thing was that they actually removed the plot of the game, which, I mean, it sounds a bit weird, but basically what happened was that in the Japanese version of TXR 0, there was cutscenes after you beat each stage, right? But then Cray decided to remove basically all of them, except for, I believe, the ones for the endings. So yeah, that's fun. So not great, and then of course TXR 3's problems are very well documented. You know, the fact that you can't beat the game because, or 100% the game, I mean, because again, they mess over the currency. There's also the cutscene that crashes the game, and that only happens in localization, by the way, because they changed the code a bit. So yeah, and then obviously the translation's not very good. That's kind of one reason I actually play TXR 3 on the channel. Again, not only because it is a racing game, which is more niche, also, I don't know, like, I don't know if people be invested with, you know, such a dodgy translation with the dialogue and stuff, you know, so yeah. Like, I could try and, you know, fix it up best I can, but you know, I can only do so much, right? With what I'm given, so yeah. So yeah, that's another thing too. And yeah, of course, the other games aren't that much better either, to be honest. Like, yeah, again, Street Supremacy, which I haven't told about that much, but the PSP Tokyo Extreme Racer game. I believe that was I believe, oh, we're actually taking on Rokuso's team leader here, as well as this guy, Fantasia of Elevation. So yeah, anyway, I do like what the Integra's customization looks like for this game, the DC2, it looks really cool. Anyway, so back to what we were talking about. So yeah, again, Street Supremacy again, it had the problem where they called the 30 Dells the Iron Generals, which again, that's wrong. But again, lack of continuity. Other than that, I think it was fine. And then there was Import Shooter Challenge, which was published by Ubisoft. Of course, the main thing about that was, you may notice that, yeah, I'm not even calling it a DXR game because, yeah, well, it wasn't even called a DXR game. Because I'm pretty sure Crave had the right segment for Street Supremacy. So it also meant the game flopped because, you know, no brand recognition. So yeah, anyway, consider of Nebula, he's driving the new NSX, but even with Nitrous, the acceleration isn't very good. I think one problem is that the NSX is kind of heavy. It is a hybrid four-wheel drive mid-engine supercar, so it is a bit heavy. So maybe its power to weight ratio isn't the best because of that, although he is keeping up. Unfortunately, couldn't take that corner cleanly, but he also messed up, so yeah. So there we go, still don't need my Nitrous, that's good, because again, I mean, there isn't much left that could cause a problem, so yeah. But anyway, let's have a look. So yeah, Nighthawk's only 2 members down, and then most of them are going to be going like, down the Shinkanjo, so again, it's going to be a little hard to catch Snow Dance, I think. I'm probably going to get caught again, but that's okay. Anyway, so yeah, again, you know, back to, you know, talking about that. And then, yeah, Ubisoft were really great with continuity because they didn't know what to call the 30 Dells either. So, yeah. Again, it probably comes down to what they were called in Japanese. Let's see what this is. Okay, that's a Knife of Forks dude. Yokohama's Romani Santi, and I think the other guy has to be from Knife of Forks too. But anyway, he's actually driving a car we haven't seen yet, the Toyota Celsior. Now, one kind of weird thing about it though, I'm not so sure if it's true or not, but considering what I'm hearing, I think it is. It has a V8, and apparently it actually sounds like a V10 from another car, which, yeah, you can probably guess what it is, because it's the only V10 car in this game. So they got that engine sounds mixed up, which is kind of funny, so yeah. Again, I don't know if they fixed that or not, but I kind of hope they do, because again, it's a bit annoying. But it does seem that, yeah, the Celsior actually sounds really cool, but yeah, it's a very weird car, because you haven't actually unlocked it yet, but its performance is not as good as the RX-7. So yeah, you might be wondering why they're saving it for later. You'll see. It's kind of a funny reason, I will say, so yeah. But anyway, we'll wait up for this guy. Again, it's a bit annoying to, you know, drive so much to just reach certain rivals, but we do need more mileage, obviously, so it's not the end of the world. But anyway, let's take on more Knife Forks. This time, table manners. You gotta have those in your restaurant, obviously, so yeah, unfortunately, I'm not very good. I'll admit, because I eat with my hands a lot. It's kind of funny considering the tea is called Knife Forks, but anyway. Back to talking about what I was talking about before, so yeah. I guess we might save the music tangent for next time then. Anyway, so yeah, what I want to talk about. Alright, so yeah, again, you know, lack of continuity. Once again, with Import Shooter Challenge. I think after that, it's not too bad because, again, Import Shooter Challenge is a bit more user-friendly when compared to, you know, previous games, but even still, yeah, not perfect. It does kind of, you know, hint at another thing too, like, yeah, I know my friend likes talking about, you know, fan translators being too pretentious, which, yeah, I think one good thing for me is that I didn't really fall into that crowd with the fan translations I had. I think it's just, you know, a circumstance that kind of led to a lot of things, I guess. I mean, yeah, even still, like, yeah, I know that, yeah, sometimes I don't always use the right translation because I kind of prefer what the original sounds like or what a fan translator does. I mean, that's just kind of a personal preference thing that happens sometimes. It's kind of like, you know, people don't like to call Rayquaza Rayquaza, right? That's kind of the similar thing, but yeah. Except, yeah, that's just a pronunciation, so I can see that being a bit different, but yeah. Again, like I said, I kind of just, again, people latch on to what they're used to, and I think that kind of happens to me sometimes as well, so yeah. Yeah, people latch on to what they're used to, so yeah, that happens to me sometimes with some translations, so yeah. So there's that. And yeah, I can't really link it back to this game because, yeah, again, it's not the perfect translation because some things are weirdly worded. It does feel like, yeah, the translation team is as, you know, good as, you know, something that's AAA or something like that. But again, it's serviceable, and it's definitely not as bad as what we had before, so I'll take it. So, yeah. But anyway. So what we got here? We got Wanderer. That should be gold license, right? No, that's Cross Manabe. And he drives the very old Z, the S30. So, yeah. I could take him on, because technically, like, he doesn't stand a chance, technically. But he's either level 28. He's pretty good. So, yeah. But again, I want to kind of take on Night Fox there, so let's do that. Let's take on Golden Cream Sauce. And again, the other Night Fox dude, do we keep it on one gun, facial line? I think that's what we want to do. Again, I'll just take out Night Fox. If we need to take out Snow Dance another day, we take him out another day, right? So, yeah. So that means, yeah, we took down 3 Wanderers, then that's fine then. So, yeah. You can also see what the top speed of our Mark 7 is now. Yeah, it's still pulling at 280 kilometers now, which is very nice. If I really want to, yeah, I can take him on this night. Again, I probably need to cut, but that's okay. And it's more mileage, so I probably will take it, so yeah. Again, we need to grind mileage, like I kind of said before, so yeah. So again, nothing, but it's just that, yeah, it's a lot more convenient when you could just go in, take them out, go out, so yeah. Anyway, that will be the last person from Night Before. So all the teams are done. So that means only the Wanderers are left. So maybe the next part then, we take out the Phantom 9 members, so yeah. I mean, that's what we might do, so yeah. But anyway, let's check on this 8-6. Because of that, maybe I will save talking about the dudes in the next part, we'll see. But anyway. I kinda want to in this part though, because I did cut a bit, so yeah. Now another reason to maybe cut as well is that this could also give me an opportunity to take on Roulette Guy version 3, because I think we can take them on. It's just that, yeah, they can be a little bit dangerous, so yeah. You're keeping up. That's a fast 8-6. I said that the 8-6 wasn't that good earlier, and here we are. He is in my slipstream though, that is one reason why he's keeping up. This is not the best person to have as your last, I will say. Because, yeah, he's gonna overheat my engine, which is not good. We'll definitely need to nitrous the team leader then. But there we go. That will be that. And now, of course, we have the team leader. And again, we should not take him lightly, because yeah, we saw how good that guy was. This is invincible full course. So taking out 2 teams today, that's awesome. And 3 Wanderers. So yeah, again, we need to win this battle fast. Otherwise risk overheating the engine. So yeah, I'm just gonna dump this all here. Maybe around this corner I won't use her. But yeah, we should win now. We have a big lead over him. And there we go. Didn't even get any warning lights. That's good. Alright, so how's the rest of the Wanderers looking like now? Now that all the teams are defeated. So again, Snow Dancer. Yeah, he's not even close to that parking area, so yeah. And then yeah, Roulette Guy. Technically, yeah, I could take him on because we are getting close to him, but again, I'll probably need to cut again, so yeah. Do I do that then, is the question. Because how long are we talking? I mean, again, it's a bit annoying, but like, it is another Wanderer, so you know what? Yeah, let's do that. Is there anything else I want to say about that topic then? Like, while I'm doing this, I guess? Because yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm like on the close board. So yeah, I've had to talk about this game. So like, again, it's not perfect. But again, it does what it needs to though, and again, I don't think this game has the highest budget in the world, so yeah. So they kind of had to make do with what they got. That was also another reason why the transitions were very good to begin with. Again, Genki is not a big company, so they kind of had to make do with what they had. They are very good at doing that, I must admit, so yeah. The less is more approach is something we might talk about later too, because again, it's like, it's something that, yeah, a lot of, certain, like, games, especially racing games, are really showing how effective it can be, so, yeah. And yeah, looking at BP2, it's not too bad, so maybe we do get the Yaris then. I'll think about it. I was thinking maybe at the start of the next stage, we do, like, a weird Wanderer sweep of some of the Wanderers, so, yeah, I might do that. But yeah, I want to make sure that we have enough BP for whatever car I want to get, so yeah. So there's also that. But anyway, engine's cooled down, so that's good. Again, I don't think I have much to say. I was talking about the music thing, again, I'll talk about that in another part, I guess. But in the meantime, yeah, let's let me go take on Roulette Guy version 3. The thing is, I'll go to the parking area, and then we'll refill the nitrous, because they're going to want it for what's about to happen, and also, yeah, we can refresh the tires too. So, again, I'll cut again, I'll see you with it. Alright, we're here now. Let's change the tires because they're almost gone. And you've got Instant Rucha. Swift Emperor's come back. Yeah, we had that when we did Rise of the New Generation, so yeah. But anyway, now here's the thing though. I actually do have a choice though, because like, again, it makes sense to go after, Roulette Guy version 3 because they're right here, right? But there's also, of course, Snow Dancer because we could just, use the lay service. So, again, they're both a bit of a drive away, but I think I'm actually going to take on Snow Dancer. I don't think I need another ball on Nitrous for him, so yeah. So, I mean, we can do Village just in case, because I got a lot of money, so yeah. Alright, I think we'll just take him on then, so yeah. And then we'll end the night. Not a bad night, because we got a lot of mileage under our belt, so that's obviously going to help with getting to 3,000 by the end, so yeah. Need 2,000 for another Wanderer too, so yeah. And again, I was also thinking about, what am I going to do, because again, there's a lot we could do. Thanks to our BP, actually not looking too bad, so yeah. But again, I think what I'm going to prioritize though is getting a car for the next stage, and also the upgrades. I'll say getting the GIRs for later, I think, so yeah. Yeah, so you can buy at the end of stage 4 maybe, or maybe during stage 4 if I really want to take out Helper Robot, but anyway. So yeah, once again, I'm just going to drive my way to Snow Dancer, and then we'll take one. Here he is. So yeah, Snow Dancer's interesting because he was a Wanderer in Nagoya, and yeah, you had to paint the car the same day, and he only appeared on rainy or snowy days, because the DX have pretty good snow. But it's basically the same as rain, so yeah. This game just need to change the color of your car, which I did, so there you go. Add a custom color to it, I mean, so yeah. So let's take him on. There's another thing we could do now. This is for a Wanderer later, but yeah. What you want to do is you want to basically blast down Ginza this direction. So yeah, I'm just gonna take the corner slowly, and then yeah, we'll just use Nitrous all the way. It's gonna help against this guy too because he's kind of fast. So good thing I did refill it. So yeah, again, we probably want to stop using it in a little bit, but yeah. But yeah, this section here. Notice the left side of the screen where it's counting down. Basically, later in the game, there's a Wanderer who'll only race you if you're able to do 15 seconds, I think, this section. Although I'm not going to reach that, but when you get a faster car, though, it's very possible, especially with Nitrous, so yeah. Or was it 30 seconds? I can't remember, because 15 sounds a bit much, so yeah. But if it was 30 seconds, I did it, so there you go. Anyway, but yeah, I can definitely do that faster with a better car, but that's okay. Or a faster car, should you say. Let's return to the garage. 4 Wanderers down, 2 teams defeated. I say that's a very good night. And we have midweek justice. Again, I think. I think we have midweek justice before, so yeah. So yeah. Probably on subtitles now. Again, I'll take out some of the Wanderers. Like, yeah, Real Guy, version 3, maybe Highway Gambler, we'll see. Highway Gambler is still very difficult, I will say, but anyway. So yeah, let's look at the Wanderers first. You can even take on Huskar Angels in 2 if we do get the engine upgrade. Also, there's Shima Kitasawa 2000cc2, so yeah. It would be nice to take on Sampa Baron 2, but I think I might do that another time as well, anyway. So yeah, let's not think about Shonofa, we took out first. Only battles against Rori engine cars. So Hisuichi Jimbo, professional surfer, which yeah, that makes sense with what the car looks like. Once known as the fastest shonen, he is a legend of Route 134. His prowess wasn't confined to the shonen area. He has battled on the Shuto Expressway, mountain passes, and circuits, making him a veteran racer. Now retired from the front lines, he focuses on surfing and running his cafe, while also dedicating himself to training the next generation of drivers. Although he rarely leaves shonen these days, he is occasionally seen cruising the Shuto Expressway with young drivers in the passenger seat. Alright. Then after that, we got Technician Ono. Drive more than 100 kilometers and only battles against FR cars. He's Masaharu Ono, driving school instructor. Proud of graduating driving school without a single mistake, his parking technique is unrivaled. Recognized for his skills, he switched careers to become an instructor at a driving school. He currently competes in parallel parking and garage parking contests. Although his refined driving style initially made it difficult for him to win battles, his experience at the driving school has accustomed him to dealing with aggressive drivers, allowing him to start winning battles. He grips firmly through corners as the machine is tuned to safety as the top priority. And then after that, we had Kumamoto license plate. You need a Kumamoto license plate, which means you don't need one anymore, but there's no other Wanderers that need a license plate until the next stage. I'm pretty sure, but anyway. Sonita delivery driver. Came from Amakusa Kumamoto, he worked for a local delivery company after graduating high school. This set his mind on moving to Tokyo. Having sped through mountain roads with few traffic lights back home, he was not satisfied with Tokyo's road conditions. However, upon driving the Shuto Expressway for the first time, he realized he was significantly faster than others. He started to visit frequently. Among street races, it became a popular topic of conversation as the fastest guy with a Kumo license plate and gets up battle challenges from time to time while he's actually hoping to make friends with fellow Kyushu drivers. And then last up we had Snow Dancer, the dude before him. Only battles against cars with custom body colors, not without. A little bit of translation for state bats, okay? Say Yusuke Nakaya, custom shop owner. A street racer from Hokkaido. After graduating from a university in Nagoya, he joined a custom shop out of passion and traded body paint. He is now independent in Tokyo, running a custom shop specializing in body paint, which have been his long-cherished wish. Of course, he hasn't given up on the steering wheel either, and during the rainy season or snowfall, which are conditioning excels in, when customer traffic started low, he heads out to the Shuto Expressway, seeing custom machines and custom cars he hasn't seen yet. So there we go. And then we obviously got the 2 teams we took down. We'll consider first. A team formed by classical music professionals. Each member's skill is high and their elegant driving can mesmerize battle opponents. There was an unspoken rule of non-interference, but recently the leader Concerto Nebula seems to have had a change of heart. Welcoming a junior from the Alma Mater as a new member increases the team's unity. They have a strong sense of family, and if one member loses, another will definitely seek revenge. You got Fantasia of Elevation, who last supposed to be took down, and she drives the Integra DC2. She plays the piano, which again I used to, so yeah, that's interesting. Nika stands even better at drivers, so that's pretty cool. And has a crush on Symphony of the Galaxy, so that's interesting. But yeah, she lacks car knowledge, so she lets other people tune the car for her. And here's Symphony of the Galaxy, who also drives a Honda Type R, the K9 this time. Conducting student, same musical as Fantasia of Elevation. Wants a having renowned musicians. And he says she's the hardworking type, but yeah, I'm pretty sure, so yeah. So again, I said there's not many technical problems, but then here we are, so yeah. That is supposed to be a dude of racial, so that's kind of funny, but anyway. That happened. But anyway, March of Provocation. He's a percussionist, that's pretty cool. Unusual obsession with horn sounds, so that's kind of funny. And he used to be aware of variation of anger. And then got Clean Mad with her contrasting fierce speed and gentle expression during performances, that's cool. And his variation of anger. He was raised with a silver spoon. She's very fast though, so yeah, she has experienced 300 kilometers an hour, so yeah. She's also a mother too, so that's kind of cool. Then we got Waltz of Regret, who drives one of the NS6s in the team. His basic trade policy remains the same. Increase the pad, then adjust the attach to the match. Alright, you could do that. And that is the same procedure as tuning a cello, so that's kind of cool. Kind of interesting too. And then we got the team leader, Consider Nebula, Hiromichi Suzuki. Because I'm pretty sure the T is silent, so that's kind of funny. Conductor. Despite his talent, he struggled without luck and was smoldering until he started racing on the Shuto Expressway to change something. Initially unapproachable, his attitude changed after gaining recognition. He forcefully recruits young talents he sees potential in. Though he still relies on others of tuning, his demands are quite detailed. He constantly envisions the perfect run in his mind. When it aligns with reality, his speed is miraculous. His flawless defense on leading drives the opponent's despair. And then we obviously got Mike Forts. Team led by the owner of the French restaurant La Brita, which has branches in Tokyo, Yokohama, Osaka, and Nagoya. They are strict about tail manners as well as driving manners, earning them a good reputation for polite driving. They strive for victory by competing even with workplace colleagues, which has significantly ruined the team. The shop attracts car-loving customers because they receive discount coupons when they win battles. The problem is that when members lose, the profit margins fall. Alright then. So yeah, let's start with Ginpei Marriage, who's a waiter. And he apparently used to be from a Japanese restaurant, and now he aspires for French cuisine, so yeah. Apparently this led to a major fallout as far as that's not great, but yeah. I mean, now he's a garçon, which yeah. And yeah, car remains stock apparently, but his driving shows a natural talent. Those are pretty basic anyway. Then we got 4-star driver, who's a chef at the restaurant. And he married a waitress, also a team member, and now they run a small French restaurant together, so that's cool. Yeah, he actually, let's say that, yeah, he used to work here, but now he has his own place. That's kind of cool. Again, probably so that, yeah, he could spend more time with his wife, so that makes sense. Then we got Midnight Alamo, who gave me a good run for my money, so yeah. His 8.6 is not bad though, like yeah, 338 PS is pretty good for an 8.6, so yeah. So yeah, high technique it looks like. Apparently he's a patissier, which is kind of cool. Then we got Golden Cream Sauce, who drives a very similar 8.6, which is interesting. And the other losing man is told by Invincible Vocal, so CC became Spicy, and he's also a chef, so that's cool. Sets of winning battles, obviously, so yeah. And yeah, like I said, team's newfound hunger for victory, so yeah. And then we got Yokohama's Romani Sotti, who drives the Silcio. And yeah, he's a sommelier, I believe, and he's won awards in competitions. In addition, and he also has wine expertise and extensive car knowledge, so that's cool. And again, kind of a weird choice of car, but again, this, and he even says that his use of a sedan is unconventional. But yeah, this Silcio though is a very funny car, so I can't wait to talk about it, so yeah. And then we got Teo Manners, who's a head waiter, which makes sense of his name, so yeah. And yeah, he handles skillfully handles situations with the owner inadvertently challenges causes of battle, so that's kind of funny. And yeah, team has changed mindset wise, but it still is a very similar team to what it was before, so that's how the part of Rise to Generation. Last up, Invincible Full Course. Masayuki Miura, restaurant owner. The restaurant La Liberté has 3 branches in Tokyo and 2 in other provinces. He is serving the Shuto Associate to open another new store. He fell out at first sight with a Z34 he saw in the countryside and switched to the machine. When you see the team's win rate has been declining, so he reformed the team to be more victory driven, avoiding a complacent atmosphere. His new beloved car is steadily being tuned in both the chassis and body, offering a full course of not just burnery but automotive excellence. So there you go. Good stuff. So yeah, we're on the soft tires now because we're going to want them, because next time, yeah, let's try and take out a few more wanderers. Like, yeah, we can take on Goggle Crew now, and Highway Gambler. So, not Gentle Examiner though, so yeah. North Flying Fish, Red Storm he can take, but he's on the thing about him, he needs 400 wins, which we've done, so he'll be around it all the time, so that's good. But there's also Shimu Pizza 2000 CC, which I'm going to save for later, I think. So yeah, well you can skip the days a bit and then we'll take on, because this could be a good opportunity to take out Merc Archangel and Highway Gambler, especially if we can get the legendary tuners help. So yeah, which I'm thinking about. But anyway, let's think about that in the next part. Why not? So yeah. So next time, yeah, we got some big battles ahead of us. It's not going to be easy. So yeah, look forward to that, and I'll see you guys again for that.